That's my sound of disappointment. So, welcome to Abyss Walker, which was called something else in Southeast Asia and Japan and China and stuff like that. Wow, this is a disappointing game. I mean, I knew it was bad, but I didn't think it was this bad. Yeah, just already you can tell what this game's kind of got going for it here. It's incredibly Chinese, guys. Like, come on. Look at just all of the shit that is on my screen right now. What in the fuck is going on? It is so cluttered and so... I mean, yeah, thankfully you can get rid of it. Right, so it looks a little better, but you still got these, like, flashing things on your screen and, like, all of these freaking, like, stuff, and it... Oh, God, I don't even know where to start with this game. It's so goddamn weird. And it is the most Chinese game I think I've played in a while. Hold on, I'm going to turn on these stupid voice things, because for some reason it automatically plays them. Shut the fuck up. Thanks, Abyss Walker. By the way, the game spams you with push notifications, but thankfully you can turn them off. Yeah, so... I have a lot to say about this game. Firstly, it looks cool. You know, like, here's the thing. Like, yeah, I know it's a Dragon Raja ripoff. I understand that it's pretty much a cheaper, more Chinese version, which Dragon Raja is very Chinese, but a more Chinese version of Dragon Raja, which is crazy to think about. But yeah, there's a lot of really weird things in this game. Firstly, you can see the game fucking spams you like crazy with notifications of people getting gear drops and this and that and blah, 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 blah. It's like, I don't even know what half of this fucking shit is, and why do I even care? You know? Like, why the fuck do I even care about half of these notifications that are coming on my screen right now? Okay? So... Firstly, what I will say is this game looks really good. Abyss Walker looks good. It's got really cool animations. So every character is basically the same class. They're basically Nero from DMC, except they have two guns instead of, you know, the sword. I mean, the arm. But you basically have, you know, a katana with attacks, and then you have these two, like, magnum revolver things. But here's the thing. Everyone is the exact same character. The only thing that determines your class is your gender. And you can get, for whatever reason, you can get items that are not for your gender. So you end up getting, like, male-only weapon, even though you have the exact same weapon, but you can't use it. It's so bizarre. And with that, I gotta dig into this goddamn menu here, comes the incredibly lackluster skill system. And I mean, yeah, you know, these skills look really cool and everything. I mean, don't get me wrong, but there's only 8 skills in the entire game. And that's it. These upgrades over here are just, like, different versions of the skill, you know? Like, that's all it does. It just changes, like, the properties of the skill, but you don't get, like, any additional skills. There's no different class advancements or anything like that. Everyone's the exact same class, you know? Like, it's just a little... It's just really weird, you know? Like, I don't really understand it. So there's that. But the combat system is good. Like, it's fun. it's cool. I mean, like, it looks flashy. Like I said, the animations are really good. And it's really fun to play manually, especially because it kind of encourages you to play manually, because when you're in like boss fights and stuff, you can't dodge attacks, and as soon as you start dodging attacks, it puts you back into manual mode. And in manual mode, you can also switch between your other skills that you can't equip, you know, on your first wheel or whatever. But then again, there's only 8 skills in the game, so, and they're just cooldown based. So it doesn't really matter, you know what I mean? Like, nothing really matters in this game. It's just so bizarre. Right? The gear system, I mean, look, I'm already getting, like, super high quality gear, and, like, it's just really confusing. You can also dismantle your extra gear to increase your stats. So even gear acts as a stat dump, and you'll see very quickly this is literally stat dump of the game. It's very Chinese, as I said. I'm not a huge fan of it. It really bothers me, because I think this game like has a lot of potential, but it's just built like any other run-of-the-mill Chinese game, and it just kind of throws you off. And yeah. Another weird thing about this game is the leveling, right? For whatever reason, there's a huge emphasis on high level cap and fast leveling and all this other stuff. Like, I just don't understand it, because the level cap in this game is like 400, 500, probably even more than that. It's really fucking weird. And you level up so goddamn fast, and there's like all of these things the game's like, get more EXP, get more experience, do this, do that. And it's like, what the fuck am I even playing? You know, like, everything is just so overly blown. It's like, why? What's the point? None of these numbers mean anything. I mean, it's the same in Raja as well, and Raja has the exact same problem. It's all just numbers. Like, nothing means anything. Nothing, like, translates to anything cohesive. You know, like, I'm level 211, okay? Like, fucking, what is that? You know, like, I don't know, I deal 15,000 damage, I have 355,000 HP, my power is already 741,000, like, what in the fuck is going on here? You know what I mean? Like, why are the numbers so overblown, and why is everything just so, like, out there? It's just really, really weird. Nothing feels cohesive at all. I will say the game does introduce its systems to you at a steady pace early on, and then it just becomes very apparent that every new system it introduces to you is just another stat dump. And that's the problem I have with this game and most Chinese games. There's too many fucking things to do. There's too many... Okay, not there's too many fucking things to do. There's too many fucking things to upgrade that are literally just get an item, watch numbers go up. There's no, like, difference in the levels. There's no, like, you know, extra new abilities or skills or effects or anything. It's just, you get higher numbers. And there's no cap to how high you can go. It's a stat dump with no ceiling. It's a design of Chinese games. It's just ridiculous. Not to mention, look at how many cash shop events are going on here. You got daily total top up. You got these total, you know, top up event. You got this like server event. You got this thing where you get a mount. You got these things where you buy them and then you get your money back or something. There's these costume things they want you to collect through events. There's a gacha. There's a leveling event. There's another gacha. There's, like, all these cash shop packages you can buy. You know, it's like... I mean, that's standard in a lot of games, right? And this one's not too bad. Oh, yeah, there's a VIP system, too. But I will say that the VIP system in this game is mostly convenient stuff. I mean, you do start getting at the higher VIP levels. You do start getting, you know, stat increasing titles, but they're not really anything that good. Like 24K rating is nothing in this game, right? And most of this stuff is just, hey, you get additional entries into this thing, you can do this more times, you get more experience. Like, it's all very convenience-based stuff. There's nothing that's like, you have to have this VIP level. It's all just convenience things, which is what A3 did as well, and I was completely fine with that. So nothing really major in the VIP system. It's pretty much just, hey, you know, you pay for the game, because you can also buy these, noble cards, which are just like, you know, you can buy VIP for 6 months. You know, you can buy VIP for 1 month. You can buy a monthly and weekly card for premium currency every day or whatever. So there's some good deals here. The pricing is not bad at all. I think the pricing in this game is actually really good. It's just the problem is that there's just so much fucking shit. And yes, you could argue that Raja is similar, but Raja still doesn't have nearly as many just shit in your face as this game does. Literally, as soon as you log into this game, you get like 6 notifications of, hey, buy this, like all in a row. Raja, you get none. Okay? You get like a couple red dots that say, hey, here's new things on sale, but that's it. You don't get things in your face. Oh, and by the way, speaking of things that it wants you to buy, there's like these trial items it gives you in your inventory, right? But it keeps them in your fucking inventory and constantly keeps telling you to re-buy it again. Right, so this is an EXP medal, which is like an EXP booster thing. And then there's also this gift box in here, this one, that wants me to spend money in order to fucking open it. Like, they're just there. You know, like, they're just there in your inventory, just sitting there, like, hey, open me, but you gotta pay money if you want to open me. Like, come the fuck on, man. It's just really weird. I mean, at least they do give you free trials of the VIP. So, like, right now, I'm VIP level 4. I have a free trial for, like, 6 more hours. I think it was, like, a 12-hour trial or something like that. I don't know. You just get them from doing the main quests and leveling up. Like I said, this game has just ridiculous amount of things. And we haven't even talked about the dailies, the stat dumping, and all that kind of stuff yet. Okay. Well, we talked about the stat dumping, but I didn't explain, because there's just too much to explain here. There's a pet system, which is a stat dump. There's a mount system, which is a stat dump. And there's skins for mounts. Thankfully, like, you know, you don't have to upgrade each individual mount. It's just, like, you just have a single mount upgrade, but you can unlock the different skins, which, yes, they do give you bonuses. And then you can also level up the skins as well. So there's that. Oh, and by the way, there's chocobos in this game, and they literally call them chocobos, and they get away with it. I mean, you know, for a sci-fi game, the mounts in this game look really cool. You know, I got this motorbike for $1 because I was like, you know, it's a motorbike, $1. I want to try this game out and see what it's like, and I don't like it. Now I kind of regret it. Pets are the same way. And the really cool thing with this game is, like, every pet has, like, multiple different skins and tiers. So, like, this pet, for example, so, like, you know, this pet you start with, for example, that has a bunch of different tiers. So here's, like, the tier 10. You know, it looks really cool. And again, it's a stat dump. You get these things from dailies and for buying them. You just dump them into your pet. Mount, same thing. Forging. You can, this is your, you know, your enhancing system. All you need to enhance is gold, but you need a shit ton of gold. Right? Dual socketing for gear. This is basic stuff, right? You can craft items, which is really cool. There's actually a crafting system in this game. You can combine items into higher tier items, similar to Raja. You know, you can get skill books. You can actually merge different tiers of gear to get. And but look at all of the types of gear in this game, though. It's like there's red gear, there's colored gear, there's the amulets, there's different tiers of gear. Like it's really overwhelming, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. Oh, you can combine opposite gender gear to get, yeah. There's runes, there's, like, mounts and pet, there's elements, like, what the hell is going on here? Rune system, I mean, this is pretty standard. This is, like, a basic stat dumping system, a basic stat upgrading dumping system. You have to complete this tower to unlock more rune slots, so it's probably going to get pretty pay to win in that sense. This element system, like, oh, what does this remind you of? Oh, the core and Raja? Yeah, it's pretty much the exact same system. But I can tell the only way you can get cores is from Territory War, which is Guild Wars or something. I don't know what it is, honestly. I don't know what the star system is, but I don't have it yet. The assist system. So this is another stat dump. You get these shards from doing events, and you dump them into these gods, and then they can fight with you and give you skills. So that's cool, I guess. The guilds. Now, thankfully, the good thing about this game, the guilds don't have 100 members. They only have a cap of 30. That's awesome. There's a bunch of guild shit as well in this game. There's guild bosses, guild feast, guild wars, like I said. There's a bunch of crazy amounts of... There's just so much things going on here, man. It's just so confusing. Oh, and then in their character, you have haste, a stat dump. Move. I'm trying to get this thing to move. Move. There we go. Wings, a stat dump. Divine weapon, a stat dump. Shield, a stat dump. So you get 4... Look, these are just 4 stat dumps, just right here. These don't do anything. They're just fucking stat dumps. These are just passives down here. They don't give you any additional, like, abilities or anything. Like, this is literally just your sprint skill. And it just gives you more stats. Like, that's all it does. Oh, and then there's another stat dump system on top of it. You get these stones, right, that you can use to just dump more stats into it. Same with your wings, same with your weapons, same with your shield. It's like, what the fuck is going on? And with that comes all of the dailies in this game. There's way too many dailies in this game. And yeah, a lot of people complain that, oh, Raja dailies take too long, but that's nothing. This game's got so many fucking things to do. It's crazy. So here's all the dailies for all of your things, right? So you can get EXP, you can get gold, you can get runes, you can get pet materials, you can get shield materials, you can get weapon materials, you can get elemental materials. Oh, this is the stuff that I missed from yesterday that you can do. There's this flying escort thing, which is just more experience. There's all these daily timed events, right? Like, it's really overwhelming and just really bizarre. And I think the thing that bothers me the most is how overblown everything is, and just how confusing it all just kind of all blends in together. You know what I mean? Like, everything is just a stat dump. Everything is just, you got to do this, you got to do that, and yet I'm still playing this game. And I'm still playing it because I'm kind of interested. It's really strange, but I'm just also curious, like, how far does it go? You know what I mean? Like, when exactly does this game just kind of calm the fuck down? And so far, it doesn't seem like it ever does. It just keeps going with the shit and more shit and more things to dump stats into and more things to buy. And it's like, it's crazy, man. It is absolutely insane. I'm on server 5, by the way, because they already locked servers. But you can see, like, so here's, like, there's the whole costume system, too. Like, I don't even know how that works, right? Here's, like, some of the costumes. Like, I don't even know how to get these things. It's like, oh, special events you get these from. Like, I don't even know where these come from, right? But these also, give you bonuses. Well, as you can see, like, costumes give you passive skills as well, which is like, come on, man. Like, it's a pain. It really is. But, again, the cosmetics in this game look really cool. Like, this game, like I said, it looks good. It looks really good. But, goddamn, it's so fucking just Chinese, overblown, stat dump, pay to win. It's your standard Chinese fare, and it's extremely overwhelming, extremely confusing, and just really bizarre. Right? It's just really, really bizarre. Oh, by the way, the economy system is traded using premium currency. So there's that, too. It's kind of a trade-off, though, because you can get premium by selling stuff to people, but you need premium to buy stuff. So then what are the red gems used for? Well, the red gems are used similar to the diamonds in Raja, where you can just buy upgrade materials in here, right? So you can buy upgrade materials and stuff like that for the freemium currency, but that's it, as far as I'm aware. So, But yeah, you can see here, like, you can just buy materials for everything, right? So you can buy, like, you know, experience potions, you can buy extra entries, you can buy items for stat dumps, you know, upgrades for stat dumps, all, like, there's just so much shit here. Like, it's not even the checkmarky gameplay. It's just like, you know, I have to upgrade this and this and this and this and this and this. And you might argue, again, people argue that, you know, Raja is very similar. And yeah, it is. But with Raja, here's the thing with Raja, right? I like Raja because I think a lot of the stat dumps are much more streamlined in how you obtain them. I mean, the costumes are an issue, but like you use, like, the iron system upgrade your, you know. Okay, Raja stat dumpy. I understand, but I still don't think it's as overwhelming as this game. I think games like this and A3 and V4, and, you know, it's just really just like, look at all the fucking, like, icons here. It's like, oh god. I mean, there is some good thing. And there's just so many, like I said, the EXP wants you to get experience all over the place, the high level cap, and I don't know, man. It's just weird. It is just really weird. And with the lack of classes and, like, roles and PvP and everything like that, it just feels really bizarre, you know? Like, it just doesn't feel like that in-depth of a game. And that's the thing that bothers me the most, I think. You know, is the high level cap, overblown numbers, and lack of pretty much any variety in gameplay style and classes. So, anyways, yeah, that's Abyss Walker. It's a Dragon Raja ripoff. It's a very Chinese game. Stat dumps everywhere, top ups everywhere, icons to, you know, fucking make you go blind. Very cluttered interface. So, I mean, it looks cool. Like I said, it looks good. It's got cool animations, but there's just so much going on here, man. I didn't even talk about all the other all the dailies. There's just too much to talk about. It's just kind of nuts, man. It really is. But it's an enjoyable game for a couple hours, to be honest. It looks cool, and wait a minute. Do these wheels not even move when you drive? Oh my god. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically it. Abyss Walker. If you want my opinion, wait for Blade and Soul Revolution. Or go play Warhammer Odyssey. Oh, man. My recording didn't stop.